Hey everyone, have you been searching for a silver-plated alto flute that actually delivers great sound without breaking the bank? If you're tired of settling for subpar instruments that don't quite hit the mark, you're going to want to see what the Jupiter Silver-Plated Alto Flute, JAF1000, is all about. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, I know what you might be thinking, why should you trust this flute over others? Well, first off, the silver plating isn't just for looks. It actually enhances the tone, giving it a richer, more resonant quality compared to standard nickel-plated flutes. If you've ever played a flute that sounds a bit thin or lacks depth, this one might be the upgrade you've been looking for. I've had the chance to test it out, and the difference in clarity and projection is noticeable right away, especially in a live setting. Another thing that stands out is the build quality. Jupiter is known for making solid instruments, and this alto flute is no exception. The keys are responsive, the action is smooth, and the overall feel is just right, not too heavy, not too light. Whether you're practicing for hours or performing on stage, the ergonomics make a big difference. I've played flutes that feel clunky or require too much finger pressure, but this one just glides. It's one of those little things that makes a huge difference over time. Now, let's talk about intonation. Alto flutes can be tricky when it comes to staying in tune, especially in different keys. But the JAF1000 holds up really well. I tested it across a range of pieces, and while no flute is perfect, this one stays pretty stable. The open-hole design helps with pitch control, and the silver-plated body seems to help with stability in varying temperatures. If you've ever struggled with a flute that goes out of tune just because you walked into a slightly warmer room, this might be the solution. One of the biggest perks of this flute is its versatility. Whether you're playing classical, jazz, or even folk music, it adapts well. The tone is warm and mellow, which is perfect for slower, more expressive pieces, but it can also cut through in faster, more technical passages. I've used it in both solo performances and ensemble settings, and it blends beautifully without getting lost in the mix. That's a big deal if you're looking for an instrument that can do it all. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the case that comes with it is functional but not the most durable. If you're rough with your gear or travel a lot, you might want to invest in a better case down the line. Second, while the silver plating is a great feature, it does require a bit more maintenance than a standard nickel-plated flute. You'll need to clean it regularly to keep it looking its best and prevent tarnishing. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to be aware of if you're not big on upkeep. Overall, though, the Jupiter Silver-Plated Alto Flute, JAF1000, is a solid choice for anyone serious about playing the alto flute. It's well built, sounds great, and offers a lot of value for the price. If you've been on the fence about upgrading or just want a reliable instrument to practice and perform with, this one is definitely worth considering. You can find all the details in the description below. Happy playing! For most buyers, the real question is not whether Jupiter Silver-Plated Alto Flute, JAF1000 sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like practical day-to-day use and practical day-to-day use actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about Jupiter Silver-Plated Alto Flute, JAF1000 is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Jupiter Silver-Plated Alto Flute, JAF1000 usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.